I'm Gary Herman with the Alexander County Economic Development Corporation, and we're working on our Buy Local Alexander County campaign. This is the Alexander County Business Spotlight. It's a beautiful day here in Alexander County. We're at Daddy Pete's Farm. They're located at 1210 Smith Farm Road in Stony Point. And it's my pleasure to have the sales manager for Daddy Pete's Plant Pleaser, Mr. Melvin York. Melvin, it's nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you, and thanks for y'all coming today.
We're glad to. That's our goal, is to promote our local businesses here in Alexander County. And this is one of our first stops down here in Stony Point. So we're pleased to be here on your farm. It is a historic farm. I believe it began back in 1907. I'd love it if you'd tell us a little bit more about the history of the farm here at Daddy Pete's.
It did. Alan Smith's great-grandfather, who we call Daddy Pete, he started the farm in 1907. And it's been a working family farm now for over 100 years. In 1908, we were a century farm in North Carolina, so we're real proud of that accomplishment. And there's just a few left around now. So farms in North Carolina have been fading with the dairy farms particularly, but in this day and time, to be around over 100 years, we consider that quite an accomplishment.
It's definitely something you could be proud of, and we thank you for being here in Stony Point and Alexander County. Now, I think Alan Smith, he founded Daddy Pete's Plant Pleaser, and that's like a line of compost and mulch. Tell us a little bit more about how he got his start and what kind of products he offers here.
Well, actually, it started around 1989, I think is when we first started working with the composting operations. And then later on, I came on board in the early 90s, which started with some more deals with the compost. Then we actually found that we could add them into some of the nursery mixes and help the commercial growers. Then we started into potting mixes, landscape mixes. Now we offer a full line for professional and for homeowners. And they're in the independent garden centers around. And you can buy them even here.
And I think you've got a full catalog that's available on your website. You can request a catalog by going to daddypetes.com and visiting the website. And they can also sign up for an e-newsletter. So you got a lot of different outlets. Good Facebook page that I think Amber Smith-Wallace manages. So you got a lot of different avenues to get the word out about your good products here at Daddy Pete's.
We do, and our customers, believe it or not, our stores, they tell other stores when we have meetings, or and another one of the greatest factors we've had all the way through has been our extension service, and I'm a big fan of two things. If you know me, it's our North Carolina Extension Service and FFA, and that's my two goals in life, to make sure that people knows about these. I've always said that the extension service was the best kept secret in North Carolina. It's a service that we've got that any homeowner can use, any business can use, and it's free. And that's the neat part about it. And we push green, we push organics here. That's the way we believe, that's the way we like to farm. And for people that's wanting to grow their own gardens, we even go down now. In the last 3 years, we developed a raised bed mix, so your own homeowners can go out and actually build their container, and the mix is ready just to pour right in and start gardening in and have their own organic vegetables.
So y'all kind of make it easy for the gardeners out there, so that's a good thing.
Well, we do. We found out that people in this day and time doesn't have a lot of time. And we don't want people to look at growing your own food or gardening as a chore. What we want you to do is look at it as an enjoyment and a hobby. The hobby that pays off, save some bucks when you go to the grocery store. One thing we have found, too, that once people start it the first year, they found out how easy just a little small area is, but how much food you can actually grow in there. And gardening now in our area, you can basically keep something with cold crops, summer crops, and winter. You can basically get a benefit off of a raised bed garden 10 months out of the year.
Yep, self-sustainability. We've talked about that before on this program, and so it is a big thing here in Alexander County and beyond. But so we appreciate everything you do here in the county. Approximately how many employees do you have here at Daddy Pete's?
just taking a guess because we're in and out. I'd say it's 15 to 17.
So a pretty big financial impact on the economy. When this is a tough economy, when jobs are tight, that means a lot. And I figure these people, they really enjoy what they're doing here at Daddy Pete's.
They do, and we're a totally different outfit. Some people call us manufacturing. We still call ourselves an agribusiness for the simple reason, we don't have the buzzers blowing. You don't have to take a break at a certain time. It's when you feel like a snack, go do it. We treat our people like they're like their family, and that's the way we want people to act or know when they come here. Yeah. We do have somewhat of a business aspect going on. Of course, naturally we have to have, but most of all, we want our people to feel comfortable and work here a long time.
And I'm sure you offer some good, friendly advice to those who have questions about their gardens or what type of products they should be using. And I'd say it's some pretty professional advice.
Well, I hope it is. I tell everybody I've been gardening since I was knee-high to a frog, and I love it. As a little boy, I gardened, and it was a chore that I loved. A lot of kids grew up and they always hated it because everybody had a garden, they had to go pick it. I enjoyed it. As I got older, I seen the home garden fading, and it saddened me. But now I see it coming back, and I'm part of helping that, even if it's just into the raised beds. And I really enjoy riding down the road if I'm going somewhere, and I look over to the side or look in the back, and I see a little garden growing, I see raised beds going, and I see these kids out. In fact, I'm a member at New Life Christian Fellowship, and we were building beds, and we're actually going to have the kids doing some planting and some things there as we teach our Bible lessons, and we're incorporating it with how you can grow and be self-sustainable too.
Well, very good. Well, I've always heard if a kid plants it, it'll grow. It'll be blessed. So we like to think that. So anyway, we've enjoyed our visit with you today here in Melvin. Any other final remarks you'd like to make about your business? We would like for you to give us your phone number and any other information that maybe your hours, and tell people where they can get your product. If you have a few off the top of your head.
You can call us here at Daddy Pete Farms from 8 to 4 at 704-585-2355. Most of our products are sold in local garden centers from, say, Statesville area up. You can get them at Southern States, Fort Dobbs. Here you can get them at Rogers Mills carries it. Johnson's Mill carries it here in the county. And there's several other locations that right now is leaving me, so forgive me for everybody that buys our product. But you can go on our website too and find out the locations, or give us a call. We'll be glad to help.
Okay, so again, that's daddypetes.com, or visit them at 1210 Smith Farm Road here in Stony Point, North Carolina. Buy local, Alexander County. For more information about our Buy Local Alexander County campaign, visit the Alexander County EDC website, www.alexanderedc.org, or give us a call. It's 828-632-1161.